On the morning of 27th October 1947, a DC-3 aircraft was approaching Srinagar airport. A handful of worried men waited at the airstrip, desperate for the plane to land. 12 kilometers away, there was palpable fear in the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir. The day before, the Maharaja had fled the city for the safety of Jammu. At the airstrip, Lieutenant Colonel Ranjit Rai was briefed about the situation by senior Kashmir officials who had been eagerly awaiting the arrival of the Indian Army. Lieutenant Colonel Rai was informed that Baramulla, the second biggest town of Kashmir, 56 kilometers away, was under siege, and the Kashmir state forces were barely managing to hold on. Lieutenant Colonel Rai immediately rushed his men towards Baramulla. But Baramulla had already fallen a day ago into the hands of the raiders. The town had been looted and burnt. Women, irrespective of religion or age, had been raped, and people had been killed in their hundreds. To stop the raiders moving towards Srinagar, C Company of the 1 Sikh Regiment took up a defensive position about 8 kilometers from Baramulla town. In the meantime, another plane brought in the D Company of the 1 Sikh Regiment. Lieutenant Colonel Rai ordered a quick flag march through Srinagar town before rushing with his men to join the fight on the road to Baramulla. The flag march restored morale in Srinagar and announced to the people of Kashmir that the Indian Army had arrived to defend them. Let's jump ahead to October 28th, when Lieutenant Colonel Diwan Ranjit Rai and his men were all that stood between Pakistan and Srinagar. On 28th October, the raiders began to stream out of Baramulla towards Srinagar. At 9 in the morning, when the first clashes took place, Lieutenant Colonel Ranjit Rai and his men were thoroughly outnumbered. The A and B Company of the 1 Sikh Regiment landed in Srinagar on the 28th afternoon and rushed to the aid of the defenders. By late evening, the situation had become critical for the Indians. The raiders had been beaten back time and again, but they regrouped and launched an all-out attack as the 1 Sikh Regiment made a fighting withdrawal towards Srinagar. Lieutenant Colonel Rai, who was supervising the withdrawal, fell in battle, one of the first martyrs to the war in Kashmir. But his men continued blocking the raiders' advance towards Srinagar for several days, giving the Indian Air Force time to fly in the remaining rifle companies of the 1 Sikh. 3 battalions of the 161 Infantry Brigade, a machine gun company, and an artillery battery. The Indian strength increased just in time to repel a Pathan raiding force that had managed to bypass 1 Sikh's roadblock and had actually reached the boundary of Srinagar airfield. The brigade headquarters was set up at the airfield itself.